It's been said over and over again that you can have lousy video, but as long as your audio is pristine, people will stick around to watch your video. Now, let's be honest, sometimes audio is a headache not because of us trying to get professional audio, but it's because of the price of the professional audio. We want our audio to be pristine because, as I said, people will watch a lousy video with good audio before they watch a great video with bad audio. And I understand why. Me, I'm the same way. Good audio is the way to go, especially if you're a content creator. Now, there's a brand that creates quality audio that won't break the bank. And I've done several videos reviewing their products. And I want to share with you a review of a product today, the Comica BoomX. Before I go into that, I want to show you how much I trust this brand. Okay? This is one of my older mics from Comica. The mic that I'm using right here, this is the OG Comica mic. This is the OG Comica content creation microphone or wireless microphone system. This is the Comica Boom XD, the first of its kind with Comica. And since then, I've been buying Comica wireless microphones. I also have a more professional grade dual wireless UHF microphone system. But right here, I have a handheld, and I'll just show you the handheld mic. I have a handheld Comica mic. My product showcase isn't that great. All right. I have the Comica VM30. Okay. Love this microphone. Love the Comica VM30. I have also the Comica VM20. I didn't bring that because it's outdated. It's beat up. I beat the mess out of that microphone and it works really well. I have the Comica VMO-C. I have the Comica VD Live 10, which is another wireless microphone system. I didn't open this up for you. So this has the Comica VMO-C, which is still popular. I'm going to leave links down below for all of these microphones. Two dual wireless microphone system, two transmitters, one receiver. Same with the Comica VD Live 10. Okay. I have the Vimo Q, the Comica Vimo Q, which is a system, wireless system with one receiver and four transmitters. Why do I need all these audios? You never know. You never know. And then I have the two latest options from Comica. I'll show you this one first, and then I'll show you the one I'm reviewing today, the Comica BoomX. Here I have the Comica VM40 dual system. This records 32-bit float internally, which is why I got it, because several times I've gone on street interviews with either the Comica VM30 with the Comica wireless hand mic that I have. And because of, and I live in New York City, in the New York City area, because there's so much wireless interference, I couldn't get a clear audio, even though I was only like 4 feet away from the camera. But this solved that problem for me because it records 32-bit internally. So even if the wireless receiving is not at its best, it records internally. So I can sync up the audio and record. So this is the latest, the Comica VM40, which I don't know if I'm going to do a review on it. There's so many out there. But another microphone that has 32-bit float recording internally is their newest Comica BoomX. Come in this nice soft case, right? And inside that case, you can store this here. Now, inside this has one receiver with a touchscreen and two transmitters. Two of them. Why is this a big deal? Because both of these record 32-bit internally, float internally. I think there's 32 megabytes or gigabytes of space on this, 32 gigs, I think, of space on each. Either way, 32 gigs or 32 megabytes I'm not really sure. I should really do my research on that. But nonetheless, I'm not here to talk about the specs. I'm here to talk about the real world usage of this thing. Because again, if you are in an area like a big city or a TV studio or somewhere that has a lot of wireless interference, there's a large likelihood that your audio, if you're only relying on the wireless connection, might have some interference, right? So you need to make sure that you have some safeguards in place. And Comica created this system with a safeguard, 32-bit internal recording. Now, what's crazy is the price. You have the DJI option, and I think there's another option also as well, Hollyland um, and Rode. They do, but here's the thing: this costs a fraction of what they charge, and it does exactly what those do, probably even better. Probably even better. I think I purchased this for $180, and last week it was on sale for 150. So when I called Amazon, I was like, Amazon, what's going on? I bought this like 10 days ago, and now you have it on sale for $30 cheaper. They was like, okay, we got you. I'm like, yo, crazy. Now this is not an endorsement of Amazon, but if you shop Amazon, shop Amazon. That's cool. But I'm gonna leave a link in the description for these here down below so that you can purchase, and your purchase will probably help my channel a little bit because I get a little bit of a kickback. But check out this video that I shot in my car showing a real world usage of this specific microphone, the Comica BoomX. And I'm gonna come back right after that. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Dre here. You are now watching the Sony APS-C user, and I am doing a real life actual test of the Comica BoomX. I have the transmitter right here and the receiver on my camera. I'm using the Sony A6700 on a suction mount on my car. And I'm outside and I'm driving, so you might be able to hear all of the ambient sounds around me or the car moving and things like that. But I wanted to test this out, like a real world test, because I appreciate all the reviewer channels that do their reviews on products and items. I appreciate it. It gives us the specs and the things that we really should be learning about. But I'm more interested in the practical uses of products, like the real world uses. And Comica has been hitting it out the park with their microphones. I haven't tested their podcast microphone yet. Hopefully, I'll have an opportunity to. But their wireless microphone systems, they've been like truly pressing the competition with what they're doing at the price point they're doing it at. I am using right now a wireless receiver, a dual microphone wireless receiver and transmitter, the Comica BoomX, with 32-bit float internal recording on the transmitters, right? And for the price that they're charging for it is astronomical. Like, I don't understand why more reviewers are not comparing this with the with products like the DJI. And I'm so confused about that because Comica has really created amazing products, and they weren't like this wasn't the first 32-bit internal recording microphone that they created. I have the Comica VM40, which is a you can get it single or dual, get two microphones in one unit that records internally in 32-bit float. Comica really is doing a great job in giving pros and prosumers and consumers amazing audio options at a budget price, but at a professional quality. I don't understand it, and I don't understand why more. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is an amazing device. It's just like right here, and it's chilling on my in between my collar, right? My button-up collar on my polo shirt. They should have a white option though, because like if I was to ever do weddings, and I am going to put this on a bride who's wearing white, a white one would be a little bit more incognito, or even on a groom, which most of them wear white shirts. If I am totally honest, last night I opened this up and I connected it to my phone. However, it's not connecting to the phone app for some reason, and it's supposed to connect automatically, and it's not connecting. Even without the app, you can press the mic button, the record button on the transmitter to start recording 32-bit internal. And I'm also recording into the camera as well, so that through the receiver. So I want to make sure that I'm. The amazing thing about this is that it helps safeguard your audio, which we all need when we're recording. I and I'll give you a perfect example. I live in the New York City area, and I went to New York City to do some street interviews, and I used the Comica VM30, which is a wireless receiver, right? It doesn't have 32-bit internal float. It doesn't have any kind of internal recording. But as I'm going around and I'm trying to record, my son, who was behind the camera listening to the audio, told me that the audio kept cutting out. And I realized in a city like New York, where there's so many wireless signals going off at any given point, even though this does transmit at 2.4 Wi-Fi, I was having so much interference and I was not able to successfully record the interviews. And I had to go home. Even when I use the Comica, I have a Comica UHF microphone, a handheld microphone, that didn't work. But when you have a microphone like this or the VM40 that records internally and 32-bit float, you have a safeguard. So like if you are recording a wedding and you're able to record internally to a microphone as well as wirelessly, you have that backup, you have that safeguard. It makes it practical to use in professional settings. And yes, if you are recording weddings, you are a video professional, right? So, and I'm telling you, this microphone is a game changer, and it probably presses the industry because like there's no need to get unless you really have to get the name brand DJI or whatever other microphone they have out there. Unless you have to, the Rode. If you're not fixed on name brands, this is the microphone to get. This really is the microphone to get. And I think we really got to stop trying to be the coolest and looking the coolest with the names. Because people do that with clothes. And I noticed that people who do tech reviews and professional content creators, they're concerned about name brands also. I have a Sony camera. Camera doesn't make the content. I make the content, right? So I just, for me, uh, it doesn't make sense to have to um, get a DJI or a Rode wireless system when you can get this for a fraction of the price, a genuine fraction of the price, and have 32-bit internal recording. It is it's a no-brainer, a no-brainer. Now, as you can see, the microphone clipped on my shirt really nicely. I had a polo shirt; it clipped right nicely. The audio sounds amazing, and I was able to record internally into this unit and record audio into the camera to have the safeguards already set. So here's my thing, and I said this in the video while I was driving. I don't understand why more people are not looking into Comica or Comica because they make amazing, and this doesn't feel cheap. Like the Comica Vimo C, this feels more like a toy. Like it's plasticky. It's not. Yeah, it feels light. But this here, the Comica BoomX, this feels like a professional wireless system. If you are a content creator, here's my thing. People tend to, you know how people who are popular, they want to dress nice and they want to wear the brand name clothes just to say that they got it. Not me. I'm an Old Navy kind of guy. Give me Old Navy, I'm straight, right? I'll shop at Kohl's. I don't need to be shopping at no name brand stuff because I'm just looking to look good, feel good, without having to pay the huge mega prices to look good. People do the same thing when it comes to gear, right? They're looking for the latest and most expensive to create videos and content, or just to say, I got the most expensive gear. Comica helps you create amazing audio for your videos without having to break the bank. And I'm not sure why more people are not buying Comica products. Or if they are and not creating videos about it, but creating videos about the expensive stuff to flex, I got an issue with that. I got an issue with that. Mark Bennett, one of my favorite content creators, he's reviewed a few Comica products. Another one of my favorites is Terry Warfield, who is doing this thing on YouTube. Shout out to you. But I recommend following those channels if you guys are watching me. And truth be told, if you're subscribed to this channel, you're probably already subscribed to theirs. But I don't understand, and I really don't. And if you are one of those people that look to get the greatest and the most expensive, stop. First off, your storytelling is the most important thing. Okay, not your gear. You, your talent, and your creativity is the most important thing to content creation. Okay, then it could be your audio. You don't need to break the bank getting expensive audio if you're just a YouTube content creator. Get yourself the Comica BoomX, the Comica VMOC, the Comica uh, uh, VMQ, the quad. But don't go looking to spend crazy money on like people out here who have podcasts and they barely got 100 subscribers using the Shure SM7 or whatever. Me, I use the Fifine wireless, not wireless, USB XLR microphone. Cost me like $50, and it works great. I'm not gonna lie, the Shure definitely has a better sound, but I don't have millions of followers, so I'm not gonna spend so much money. I might when I get more subscribers and more and grow and get more money from what I'm doing. But for now, enjoy the process. Go inexpensive. Don't go cheap, but go inexpensive because Comica, although they're inexpensive, they're not a cheap brand. They're not cheap. They make their stuff with intentionality, with quality, and you will not be upset with it. Now, I'm not getting paid from them to do this, but I'm just tired of seeing, these bigger, mind you, I respect them because they help me out a lot. But these bigger review channels, these bigger tech review channels, doing these expensive reviews, and I'm like, guys, let's really help the content creator, the small content creator, and tell them what they need that won't break the bank. And Comica is definitely a microphone product, an audio product that you can use and you won't break the bank. You can make amazing content with that as well. So that's it. That's my spiel today. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, you want to support the channel? Click some of the links down below. Buy some of this gear. At the time of this video, most of these are very inexpensive. So click the links, get what you really need. Each of these microphones have a specific function for a specific reason. But if I recommend getting any two, I would get the Comica BoomX here and the Comica VM40, which comes in this nice case, because, and only because, these microphones have 32-bit internal flow and it helps safeguard your audio. And that's it. I'm done. I'm out. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, I'm Dre. You're watching Sony APS-C user. Like, subscribe, share this video out. And until the next upload or live stream, which I haven't done in a while, I'm out. Peace.